I'm Andrew.
And I'm Josiah. And if you're watching this, that means you're well aware that we're doing an Indiegogo campaign to raise funds for our comic books.
We got the idea because I founded a not-for-profit in Africa that teaches journalism to people in war zones. Josiah created a comic book, Captain Africa, that benefits that not-for-profit. So we thought, why not make a whole bunch of comics that can benefit a whole bunch of charities?
So it's really cool too because it's not just one charity that gets helped. It's really dynamic and different things doing different things in the world, from hopefully helping people in Africa to just teaching kids, you know, engineering and science. First comic book that I bought was a G.I. Joe comic book in the late 80s, and that kind of spurred.
What do we have here? Oh, interesting.
I unfortunately don't have a superhero costume.
Yes, you're Captain Africa. Your time is now.
We're here in downtown Los Angeles at the Hive Gallery and Studios, home of Graphation Comics. Welcome to Magic Land.
So this is the heart of the Hive, in our humble opinions, the Graphation shop.
It's graph-tastic.
All of the proceeds from Captain Africa, the comic book based on his life, are split in two, and half of them go to the Tiziano Project, his charity that supports journalism in Africa. Half the sales of I Was a Teenage Zombie go to a hunger charity.
Our next comic book, Super City, supports the Mary Lemieux Foundation, which helps support cancer research.
Or the comic book Annie, a great story about a little girl who thinks she's a robot and lives in a junkyard. Half the money from that comic goes to benefit the LA Robotics Club.
My name is Annika O'Brien. I am a robotics engineer, and I spend the majority of my free time teaching children about robotics. This little girl builds robots and becomes creative with electronics. The big reason why I want to be involved with Graphation is because I know that everything that Andrew and Josiah touch has the purest intentions, and I know that the amount of money that's being raised through this project is going to a good cause.
So every time you buy a Graphation comic, you're supporting a good cause.
Especially being digital, you can give away more because you don't have the overhead.
My name is Ned Vizzini.
Ned Vizzini is a great friend and very famous writer.
And these comics are good. They're page turners. You get engaged with the characters. You've never seen anybody like Captain Africa before, and you want to find out what happens to him.
The Kyoto brothers originally created Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
It's just not comic books for comic books' sake, that they're just creating something just to get their rocks off.
We have an amazing mentor named Coleman Huff, who's a frequent collaborator with Steven Soderbergh that we've met while studying for our master's in screenwriting at the University of Southern California.
I just felt like they were sort of straddling two worlds that didn't seem to make sense. But the more they talked about it and showed me pictures of what they were doing and it progressed, it's really impressive what they've come up with.
You do it because it's a good thing to do. I do it because it's a good thing to do. But you also get a chance to get some great swag.
Downloads of the comics, exclusive print versions of the comic books that you can only get by supporting us.
We have tons of amazing prizes.
Such as these comics, which all come from my personal collection and feature a note from me explaining why I love them.
Are you sure you won't give these away?
No. Our coolest reward will be to become a Graphation superhero. As you can see from our many rewards here, that you can give a lot, which would be great, or you can give just a little, but every bit you give helps.
The creativity is being funneled into a really great cause, and your help is going to help them help other people.
With your support, 5 years from now, I see Captain Africa, Graphation Comics, and the entire Graphation tribe becoming a profound force of philanthropy all around the world.
Rock on, Graphation. Rock on.